Good to go.
Hi everyone, how are we doing? Sorry, Hamish and I were in charge this morning, so we're a few minutes late. We've just got to change a few horses around. For those of you that haven't been on Live at 11s, it's basically you just follow us around for about 10 minutes and see what we're up to. So my job right now is to catch this little pony up here, Jessie. Now Jessie's in for sort of starting, although Jessie was fairly unhandled to the point where we had a little bit of trouble catching her in the stable, let alone in a field. So this week she's been coming out into the field, and we've been catching her from the field. We've got a sort of slightly oversized head collar on it today, but we'll get another one on her soon. But yeah, we've had to leave the head collar on just for expediency. But I just thought it'd be really interesting for you guys, as I've got to get her in and work her to see if we can catch her really. So we've caught her out of the paddock sort of twice now. It has taken a little bit of work, but we've got there, so it'd be interesting to see if she's starting to improve or not. All right, Hamish is behind the screen, so he might be able to give you a bit of an idea roughly what I'm doing.
I'll try my best.
This is where I walk in and just catch her straight away.
That's great. Oh, maybe not. So, as Jason goes up to Jessie, hope everyone's having a good morning. Hope everyone had a good bank holiday wherever you were. Luckily, we've had a bit of sunshine today and yesterday, but I don't know how long it's meant to last. So we'll just, oh, here we go. The magic's already happening. So we'll see how we get on. So rather than just sort of hacking it straight out from in the field, Jason and myself, we've been working with Jessie mostly in the round pen and the stable to begin with. A little exercise we like to call the catching exercise, which I believe is on the website. It's very helpful just for sort of getting your horse's attention, seeing if you can bring them in. So bit of a double meaning in the name. Catching exercise, really what you're doing is catching their eye. And so what you'll see, it'll be a bit hard because of the distance, but every time Jessie flicks an ear and then an eye on Jason, he'll just sort of withdraw himself, say, yeah, that's the right idea, over you come. And then we'll sort of see, so there we go. I don't know if you can see it then. It sort of had the ears on, which means the eyes are looking, and then take the pressure away. Sort of build it up to where she wants to be next to you. There we go. And it just can make life a little bit easier in terms of catching. There we go. It's not, get there. Didn't take us 10 minutes. It's probably one of the fastest Live at 11s you've done.
Well, I don't know. I feel like we need to do something else. But so that happened. I mean, that's twice. I mean, twice in the field, and she's obviously really improved. And the first couple of times I've been doing this, she would sort of be running around the field, and I'm just looking for moments, as Hamish was saying, that she looks at me, and eventually those moments turn into sort of taking a step towards me. And so if I'm doing this here, I can sort of almost demonstrate.
I'd say just take the head collar off.
But that might take a little.
That'll take a bit longer.
So from a head collar point of view, basically what I'm teaching is if I step in here, I'll step away. I don't know how well you can hear me, but I don't tend to approach horses when I'm catching them head on. You don't walk straight into a horse. What I tend to do is I walk by the horse, and if the horse doesn't acknowledge me and look at me, then I'll just start to add a bit of energy, and a lot of the time if they're in that frame of mind they move away from you, in which case I walk directly at them, and I might even push them a little bit, and then when they turn to sort of acknowledge me or come towards me, then I back off. And it's that sort of ebb and flow that gets you to bring the horses to you. I mean, it's pretty good. Now I can maybe try it again and see if you can now. I'll leave the head collar on. Hamish loves a challenge.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll have a little look at that again.
Yeah, I think a lot of people only just joined in, so they're probably wondering what the demo is because you've got the pony in your hand and it's been and done.
So I will do that again, but for those, I mean, liberties are really, it's become popular recently. And this is this version of catching, I suppose, is the start of your liberty work. So, and it's just being aware of your horse. So, you know, potentially I've got a pony here that I'm struggling to catch. So I'll see if I can bring this into maybe even a little bit of liberty.
Ta-da! There you go. So again, Jason's going to use the same principles of every time. It'll be hard to see because of the distance now. But so put a little bit of pressure on, try and create a bit of draw. And he's just looking for, there's an ear, some eyes, and he says, all right, we'll take the pressure off again. And as you'll watch, he's never going in directly straight. So not straight between the eyes, he'll always come it from a side, gets a little bit of a draw, and then away he goes. And it's really just building that draw up to where she wants to be next to him. And it sort of counters maybe her instinct of, oh, I'm not so sure. So it's just building up a bit of confidence, a bit of understanding that, you know, when there's a bit of a block, when there's a person there, actually go towards them as opposed to away. And like Jason said, that's the fundamental of the liberty. Putting that bit of a draw and say, look, if there's some pressure, it actually means come to me. Yeah, so it's probably quite nice watching Jessie as she's sort of figuring it out, but you'll learn a lot more if you watch Jason. So look at his movements, look at where he's going, and you'll just notice he's just trying to almost get her to hook up like a trailer. There we go. So you imagine if there's a car and a trailer, Jason's a car. If you just watch him, see how he's sort of changing, drawing her back in this side. And then he'll move away again, see if she comes with. There you go. So see again, went to the side, create a little bit more of a draw, and then in she comes.
So when I'm stepping off the side, if I step in, that creates a little bit of pressure. And for most horses, when you step into for horses that are not sure, that's their instincts will kick in and they're going to move away. Whereas if I step in and they move away from, which is why you don't want to be doing this in a big open paddock, because if they get too far away from you, then you can't keep that connection or that little bit of energy at them, pressure, whatever you would like to call it, until they make a decision. So I'm asking the question, if I can keep that question coming until they give me the correct answer and I step away, then very quickly they're going to realise, with that movement I give that response. And that's all I've been working on the last couple of days. And again, you can start to see now how this is turning into the beginnings of your liberty work. And this is from a pony that literally 2 weeks ago we could barely catch in a stable. She was very wild. So we're really making good progress. And after a while, I've talked about coming to the side of them, and everything starts with a bit of a bend, you know, whether you're riding or on the ground, and then you want a bit more straightness. So after a while, I might be able to step a little bit more directly towards Jessie, and just that response is going to get her to come towards me, particularly if I still behave the same way. Step towards, she looks to come to me, I relax, take a breath, or even back off a little bit. So, there we are. What do you think, Jessie?
See, a little bit of pressure on, pressure away. Build that draw up, in at the side. Yeah, yeah, just paying attention to Jason, because even though, you know, she's in that space and she's happy, you don't want to get too comfortable, cause a mistake, a bit too much pressure straight away, and, you know, there might be the tendency for her to want to leave you. So it's all about building up that rapport, building up that pressure to where you can, yeah, really just relax.
Anyway, there we are. She's done well. I should have known you don't work with animals and children. You never quite know what you're going to get, but thankfully today it was a really good response from Jessie, and she's learning, and that's what I'm looking for. So yeah, if you're having trouble catching your horse, think about some of the things that we worked on today, or go and have a look at the website if you want to get a little bit more, and hopefully it becomes a thing of the past. All right, guys. We've got to crack on. We'll see you later.
Excellent. Right, we'll just let Jason bring Jessie in. And like you said, it was quite a quick one, short but sweet, nothing wrong with that. Hope everyone has a good day wherever you are, and we'll catch you at the next one. Bye.